mint or something. Give that a chew. Alright. So, I've got so much stuff these days, but, so much unopened stuff, but like my will to open a lot of it is pretty low. Just because, I don't know, it didn't used to be a big deal for me to like open up a product that I knew I was going to lose my shirt on. But having done that several hundred times now, it's starting to catch up with me, so I'm getting a little more cautious. So we'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to some old school stuff that doesn't cost me any money, but is kind of enjoyable. But what I decided to open was this 2020 Select Baseball hobby box here. This is something I think I'd mentioned before that I'd put a pre-order in on through my wholesale distributor, and all of a sudden I'd totally forgotten about it. I think at one point I just put in like a pre-order for like everything that was under a certain amount of dollars, for a box, just to see what would stick, and frankly I got like almost nothing from putting pre-orders on like 20 or 30 things. That's how bad allocation is these days with wholesalers. Anyways, all of a sudden out of the blue I got notification that this was shipping. So this stuff is, I think, it's new, but there has been Select Baseball in the past. It just hasn't been done for a few years, I don't think. So now Select is a very popular product in football and basketball. I think they figured, hey, why not bring that stuff back? So I thought I'd try it. So anyways, Select is kind of a little brother to Panini. So it's a shiny, chromy product with a ton of color. Unfortunately, in baseball products, Panini does not have a Major League Baseball license, so they can't show any logos or like refer to team names, which is like super lame. This product is never going to be valuable. Although there is 2012 Panini Prism Baseball, which for basically since it came out has been a totally useless joke. But with the explosion of everything in basketball going nuts, people have started to get interested in like I think it might be only this card, but the 2012 Prism Mike Trout, which is his first Prism card, I guess. So that's pretty valuable, and the price of the unopened stuff has consequently gone up. I don't think anything like that will happen, so this is mostly just kind of a, entertainment value open. There are 2 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards in here, and they're, just like Select Basketball and Football, there's a ton of different variations and parallels, so that's fun. Nothing's really worth anything. You can get a card number 25, it's worth like $4, but anyways, this stuff was retailing. I feel like when it first came out, and everybody would buy any damn product that existed, I feel like this stuff was going for $250 a box. Now it's down to about like 180. Might be a little bit less some places. Because I got this wholesale, I paid very little for it. It was like $98 is the wholesale price of this stuff. So, and a lot of this Panini product, it's like a lot of the Panini baseball product, it's like there's no allocation. So that means that they don't really limit how much you can buy from a wholesaler. So, I think that's the only way I got it. So, it's pretty much possible to get for cheap, and usually there's, no ability of retailers like David Adams or Blowout to sell this stuff for much more than the manufacturer's suggested retail price. But with cards being, in crazy town like they are, even this stuff is starting to have premiums on it. Okay, so I guess my first impression is this really makes me wish I was opening Select Basketball. I should buy some Select Football. It's pretty expensive, and I've actually been buying up a lot of 2019 Prism football because I think it's a really good rookie class. And I think that if you compare the price of like 2019 Prism football to 2017 Prism football, it's like, of course, 2017 football has, much bigger rookies in it, but I think 2019 football could look like 2017 products if a few of the 2019 rookies explode. So I don't know. I think that's worth checking out if you like to buy stuff and hold it. So these are all the base. Let's see what they call them. Okay, so it doesn't have the name of the type of card this is. In basketball, there's like Concourse, Premier, and then Courtside. This is what a Concourse or a base card looks like in basketball. This is a subset. Okay, so this card here is a, I believe, would be, a Courtside. So I don't know what they'll call it. Oh, it's a Premier, I guess. So what we know so far is that the Premier is called the same thing in baseball and as opposed to basketball. But we don't know what the Courtside is called, and we don't know what the Concourse is called in baseball. Obviously, they'd have to rename it because there's no court in baseball. And there's not really a concourse either. Alright, there's a nice colored prism of a absolute nobody. Sorry for you Colorado fans. Looks like he had a pretty good year in 2019, actually. 11.83 ERA, that's really good. I mean, it's not like spectacular, but it's damn solid. But it looks like he's like maybe a third year card here. That looks like another Premier. That's weird because that really looks like how the court sides look. This is a thick pack, so this is either going to have one of our two memorabilia cards or a spacer. Nice Cody Bellinger. So, let's see, today is I don't know what it is. Like the 14th, I think. It's a Sunday. And Sunday, it's 14th of June. And this past week I had thought the week where, like, if baseball, there's a nice silver prism, Christian Yelich or something or other. So I haven't got anything numbered yet, which is a bummer, but I've only opened 3 packs. So yeah, this last week was like kind of the absolute deadline, I think, for another thick pack here, for the Major League Baseball owners and the Players Association to come to an agreement on the 2020 season, and it appears they have not done so. And the latest thing I've read is that the Players Association has asked another spacer. Wow, I'm getting a lot of spacers. I love these spacers, though. I'm excited to get these spacers because if you could just buy these spacers, I'd be super happy. But you can't. Although maybe I'll look on eBay. Those are really good for mailing cards because they're so thick. They're nice and clean, so they won't damage anything. This compressed cardboard is way sturdier than corrugated cardboard that they use for boxes. So a lot of people cut up boxes, and use that, but that stuff is not even close to as sturdy and protective as these just cardboard things, and I don't really know if there's a great way to get lots of those, so I love it when I get them in packs. Okay, enough of that. So yeah, so the last I heard, the Players Association basically asked, like Major League Baseball, the owners, to tell them, there's a nice looking cracked ice kind of thing, atomic looking parallel of Ramon Laureano, a really good young player whose value is very low because he plays for the A's. But he's super good defensively and has a decent bat too. Look at that, 288 average, 24 home runs, only 434. It looks like he was in a limited number of games. I'm not sure if he was down in the minors or injured for part of 2018. But that's number 25, so that's pretty cool. I'll pull that one out. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back. And pull out anything that I feel like I want to sort by team, or like a Yelich I'll pull out. Belly I'll pull out. No Schwarber, no Verlander. So yeah, it's looking like we might have a minimum number of games played in Major League Baseball. There is I guess a rule in the contract between the Players Association and the league that says the league can force the players into a 48. Looks like we have a memorabilia card coming up, but the league can force the players to play in a 48 game season. I don't know if I think that's a regular season, so the playoffs would be extra. And the players can't really, object. So that seems to be... So the only question is, are you doing less than 48 games, which I freaking hope not. And, when do you want the season to start, and when do you want players to report for, spring training, or like spring training part 2. Oh, cool, look at this. Barry Larkin. That's cool, but it's just a lame patch, single color patch. So that's cool. He's a Hall of Famer, and a pretty good one at that, so not numbered at all. I guess that's better than like a, I don't know, Danny Mendick patch or something like that. I was gonna say David Fletcher, but he's actually pretty good. He's a pretty good player. He's definitely got some upside. He's young enough that maybe his rookies could be worth something if he blows up. But Sandy Alcantara, green, number 299. I gotta tell you, we are getting like almost no stars in this. Where's my Judge at? Where is my Mike Trout at? Where is my, frickin' anybody? This is depressing. There's like a lot of just garbage rookies in here. Alright, another memorabilia card. Alright, so that's the latest on playing a Major League Baseball season. Then the other thing I thought I would discuss, there's a Donnie Walton rookie, single white color. Jesus, what a crappy card that is. Although the patch is at least nice and big. So there's now stories coming out about how the Yankees may have cheated in very similar ways to the Astros. And you may recall that the Yankees, there's a thick card and it's an auto this time. So we've got our two memorabilia cards. But as everybody knows, the Astros were in a cheating scandal. The allegation is that they were using cameras out in center field to relay signs to the dugout, who then signaled to the batter using bangs on a garbage can as to what pitch was coming. Now people are speculating that the Yankees were doing something similar, except what I think the Yankees might have been doing, allegedly. I'm a Yankees fan, so I gotta be careful. Is the Yankees were basically taking signs. Well, here's the thing: the Yankees got busted for using video to decode signs to figure out what different signs meant in terms of the pitch that's coming. and then they would give that information to their players. So the players still had to, be on second base or third base and be able to see in, or their coaches can sometimes see into the catcher. Although catchers are pretty careful about trying to hide that, so it's really second base runner that is the best way to do it. So anyways, they, I think, were busted for doing that, but that is generally considered to be a pretty minimum offense. But now some people are speculating that the Yankees actually were somehow giving actual signs to the guy on second base when he was on second base, and then that second baseman would, give them to the batter, which is actually pretty hard to do because a lot of people watch that guy on second to see if he's doing anything that might be giving signals. Ooh, I like this. A great deal. Fantastic. Well, for a Yankees fan, can't get much better. Except for Judge Otto. Love it. Excuse me. Alright, sorry. Nothing worse than having to sneeze on an ASMR video. This is numbered to 99, so this is beautiful. Fantastic. Really good hit. Like that a lot. Oh, and there's a nice DJ LeMahieu red, really off-center prism. Numbered to 199. I'll pull that out, why not? So yeah, people are... And apparently there was like a court case, a proceeding about whether or not certain records or certain evidence that was used in a prior court case between, I think, the Yankees and Major League Baseball had to be disclosed to the public, and I think I read that a judge ruled that that evidence did have to get published. There's an interesting one, Bruce Gratterall. So is this the guy that was a Minnesota Twin, and there was that three-way trade? It doesn't have any info, but I believe that's the case. I believe this guy was in the Twins organization. He was a really big, strong arm, really hard thrower, and then there was a three-way trade that he was involved in, and now he's only 6'1". Now he's with Los Angeles. Okay, wow, that's interesting. My recollection is he's pretty good, so yeah, he could have a future ahead of him. Speaking of the Twins, there's Miguel Sano. Well, there you go. We have all of our hits now. So now we're looking for some nice colored parallels of good players, but still, I'm kind of shocked at how few. It's honestly, Davey Grulon, I'd never even heard of that guy. Oh, well, there's somebody Pete Alonso, but it's a stupid subset that I don't really care about. Man. Yeah, where's my Shohei Ohtani's, man? Where's my Vlad Juniors? Where's my Gavin Lux rookie cards? We're just not seeing the stars here. There's another Bruce Star. Let's see. Doesn't say anything about where he was with before. Oh, there's Minnesota. So yeah, he is who I'm thinking of. Another really kind of junky player, Starling Marte. There was a time when he was a really good player, but now he's just kind of going from team to team. Numbered to 149. Man, this is a tough break, guys. I'm never going to argue with a box that has a Gleyber Torres auto out of it, but I just think, man, the checklist on this has got to be really rough looking. Okay, so there we go. There's diamond level. I think that must be the highest Joey Votto. Yeah, so like all of our colored cards, I feel like we're, oh nice, there's what you want. Luis Robert, but that's a stupid, subset. I would love to have had a nice colored base rookie, but like, also all the rookies we've gotten base cards of, or base parallels of, if that makes sense, have been just like kind of crap, like Jake Fraley, Justin Dunn. So these cards are nice looking, and Davey Grulon, or Grulon, Andres Munoz, just absolute trash players, really. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, and I'm saying only in hobby value. But, yeah, just real rough bunch of players. All the colored cards we've got are just, like, totally worthless. So that's really disappointing. Out of a product like Select. I guess baseball just inherently is going to have more of that than basketball, which is such smaller, number of players on the checklist. But we did get some pretty sweet hits. Gleyber Torres and Brewstar were pretty good. And then Luis Robert is a nice little add-on. So there you have it. There's one box of 2020 Select baseball cards. I cannot recommend this product to you, especially if you have to pay like retail prices for it. So, what can I say? Hope you find a better way to spend your money. Hope you're doing well.